As I go through this day, let the beauty of my students overwhelm my consciousness and fill my soul, especially when they are striving to sow sorrow. Let the gifts of my students find a special place under the tree of knowledge, rather than be tossed into a collective bin of mediocrity. Let my words be wise, wonder-filled, and wholesome, infinitely uplifting as a hummingbird, rather than harsh, harmful, or hateful, driving them down so hard they sink into an early grave, never to see the sky, devoid of hope. Let my class be an outlet to morph the shape of their thoughts, rather than a factory producing printed, packaged, perfectly programmed replicants. Let my students advocate for themselves and have their voices heard, rather than be passive consumers of apathy. Let my words flow like rainwater into their collection bins, quenching others in praise during a storm, rather than a drought that parches the human spirit. Let my classroom cultivate creativity rather than suffocate. Let my classes accommodate me into the cultures of many, rather than assimilate them into an imperial culture of few. Let me do what is best for students rather than what is easiest for me. Let my heart be open with love and hope rather than be a cynical skeptic. Let me lead by example, courageously being the teacher my students need, rather than pouring myself into a mold for masses. Let me feel confident in my teaching, rather than self-doubt. Let me love my students enough to create empowered citizens of the world, rather than shackle them with learned helplessness. Let me and my students be ourselves, rather than try to be something else. Let me see the beauty in my students, rather than just their behavior. Let me be the best teacher I can be for the students I have, rather than just another badge in the hall, wishing you were someone else. And let me give myself permission to be these things every day, rather than make excuses for why I can't.